to my YouTube channel, Do Me and Lovely Things. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, leave your comments down in the comment section below. I absolutely, positively love to engage with you guys. You guys, I don't know, I think I hit the jackpot. You guys are like the most insightful. Like, I love engaging with you guys. Your comments are the bomb, always on point, make sense, and I love to engage with you guys. So please leave your comments down in the comment section below. I know I usually shoot outside, so my background is a bit different today, but it's raining, so I can't really sit outside in the rain, even though I actually love sitting in the rain. But I thought, whoa, let me not do snacks things, let me do things that are in order. Okay, so let's start off with my shout outs. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers. Some of you hide your subscriber names or something, so I can't really see your names once you've subscribed, but thank you nonetheless for subscribing. I appreciate you. I love you. Welcome. Please feel at home. The fridge is there, the couch is there. If you need a blanket, let me know. I'll go get one for you. I don't have issues about putting your feet on the couch. Just take your shoes off, you know, relax. Welcome. You're welcome. Special shout outs to Tambisa Sihlangu, Wandi Swatobo, Sipati Maroja, Zakona Halalangobese, Tembagazi Vena, Awetu Njakula, Nokupiwe Immaculate, Ndokozo Nomasiko Msomi, Tedi Musetso Mopi, Londi W, Nompumelelo Kumalo, and Zanele Mabena. Thank you so much for your lovely comments and for subscribing. You guys are awesome. Bambanetswa. So, welcome to today's review. We're reviewing episode 5. Yes, episode 5 of season 4 of Uthando Nesthembu. Okay, so the show starts off with an update on Mayeni. Mayeni is modeling. She looks gorgeous as usual. I have noticed though that we haven't really seen much of Mayeni with Musa or Mayeni interacting with the other wives this season. I think it's because of the Korovi. So I think that they have limited footage because it's very scarce and few and far in between. And some scenes I'm like, okay, the city sends Anila. But yeah, it's alright, it's not a big deal. So she's modeling for a plus size fashion range. She looks lovely. She did previously explain that this is her new side hustle, and she looks like she's having fun. She looks gorgeous, and really there's not much more to say about that. Then also, like, it seems like, you know, in last week's episode, it was very much about Makhumalo and Snes, Makhumalo and Mselegu, and the interaction between the two of them, which was, again, not a very bad interaction. It was very nice to see how they interact with each other. And this week, it's very much about Makhumalo. So my sense is that every week it's going to be about a different wife. And then, of course, I think this season is the season of Snes. Snake is stirring this season. She's in every episode. Special time dedicated to Snes, you know. So I think Snes, this is the featuring stirring, which is good for this season. And then they go to a scene where Makhumalo is busy painting a statue of a lion. It's like, you know at the entrance, when you're walking into someone's house. If you've seen it, there's like, sometimes they have like 2 ornaments on either side of their door. So she's busy painting it white. I think either it's white and she's painting it gold, or it's gold and she's painting it white. I can't really remember, but she's doing that when Musa comes, and then they have a nice jokey vibe, nice there, where Musa's saying she looks gorgeous and she's glowing. And then she says she's glowing because she slept alone. Catch those tears. Catch that shade. I think Makhumalo is tired of being in Stembu. Honestly. I think Musa is often preoccupied. Any wife would feel that way. Is often preoccupied with one of the other wives. and at any given time he's in a sweet love affair with any one of his wives. So the one that is not necessarily in the sweet love affair at that time may feel a bit neglected and stuff. So she was going scamps there that she slept by herself, and if you sleep by yourself you'll glow, and just a fun jokey type of conversation. But actually there's like an underlying issue there. She tried to raise it last week. I don't think that it will be resolved by the end of the season. I think it's something that they're going to have to work on in their relationship, where he spends more time with her. Because she's a woman, she got needs. Yes, she's Mamkulu. Yes, she's Ndlunkulu. Yes, she has a lot of responsibility and she has to accept a lot of the crappy stuff that happens in the marriage. But she's a woman. She's a woman, and she's a married woman. And I think men sometimes don't get this, Hore. We have needs that are different from your needs. Maybe as a man you have a need for sex, right? As a woman we have needs for affection and attention and kissing and spending time and things like that, that if you don't give to us, it creates a huge gap in our lives. And then when someone comes and gives us that attention, it's easy to become tempted. Not saying that you do become tempted and participate in the behaviors of temptation. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, hore, take care of home. That's what I'm saying, you know. Which brings me to another point, Diamond. I thought I was going to leave this alone, but I can't leave it alone. Into Timo. It's sitting me here. Guys, marriage, linyalo, is a complicated, difficult thing between two people. What more if it's now between 5 people? That's complication times 5, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm a Christian. Ne? The Bible says that for this reason shall a man leave his wife and cleave unto his for this reason shall a man leave his mother and father and cleave unto his wife, his one wife. Because you become one unit. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not looking down or I'm not speaking down on Nesthembu, because I'm not in it and I don't understand it. I'm just saying some of the issues I get because of how marriage is. My understanding of how marriage is. Marriage is a union between two people who become one. You become one unit. You understand? So your finances, you decide together. How you're going to grow your family, you decide together. How you're going to run your family. How you deal with your in-laws. How you raise the children. You understand? All of those issues. Two people who are individuals come together and combine their thoughts to form this one unit. Right? Now in Nesthembu, it's 4 people. Guys, wait. So Musa must become one with Makhumalo, one with Matel, one with Mayeni, one with Mangwa. They must all become one. Ne? And then at the same time, Mangwabe, Makhumalo, Matel, and Mayeni also have to become one with each other. Guys. So that this family can function as a unit. Musa's his complaint, even in last week's episode, was that every wife is not on board with his vision. Of course, every wife is not on board with his vision for marrying another wife. What is the vision for the family? Okay, to increase Ugwakumuzi. Okay, fine. You want to increase Umuzi, right? You have to understand that the way these 5 women, or for right now 4 women, were brought up is different. Their values are different. The way they raise their kids is different. The way they run their families is different. You understand what I'm saying? So how are you going to unify 4 different women and make 4 different women participate and engage and buy into your vision for a singular family when you have 4 families in one? And it's difficult because someone has to submit, Baba. Somebody has to submit. These 4 wives, 3 of them have to four of them have to submit to you, right? First of all. But even in that, in womanly duties, in the way that we discipline our kids, in the way that we cook, in the way when there's umcimbi or something, the way that we run things, they have to submit to each other. Have you seen women submitting to each other? Where have you seen women ditaka, women that are on the same level submitting to each other? It's not an easy thing. So, a man shall leave his mother and father and cleave unto his wife, type of thing, with 4 different women. And now we must become one thing. It's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing. And of course, your women are not going to agree on every single thing. And especially if your vision is getting more and more women to buy into this country, what are we building towards? If it's building towards more kids, Musa, you have kids outside of these marriages. You can get kids and bring them in, and Makhumalo will raise them, and the other wives will raise them, just like how they've raised all the others. If that is the issue. If the issue is kids, then get this one, surrogate, IVF her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man, you don't have to sleep with other women. You can IVF a lot of different women. Can get surrogates and IVF, and they bring kids, and then you raise kids, and then umuzwandi. Simple. Spend your chakura. But now it's like the vision is warped. Like, what are you trying to achieve actually? Like, what is the meaning of marriage to you? What is the purpose of marriage to you? I think that is where we need to start this whole conversation. What's the meaning of marriage? What's the point of being married? The point of being married can't be so that we can make more kids. Because people make kids without being married all the time, everywhere. So it can't be the main thing. We can understand. Please. Okay. Thank you. Saying right. Alright. So then Musa sits down with Sia. Sia is Snes' baby daddy. So remember in last week's episode, last week or the week before, Musa was talking to, it was the week before, to Snes, saying to Snes that she wants to meet this guy who keeps impregnating his daughter. So they have that conversation of uzmiseleni, basically, like, what are your intentions? And Sia explains, oh no, I actually want my kids, and I want to take care of them. I want us to have a family, etc. And then Musa in the testimonials, he's like, there's no way in heaven or in earth that he's gonna take these kids. So I don't really understand what he wants. I told you, sounds every time. So I'm not really sure what it is that Musa is expecting of this guy, because Hari se re ipuela nnete fela, ha se re ipuela nnete. Abdona hana plan, guys. Hana plan. He does not possess. He's not in possession of a game plan. He knows that in life, a man must maybe have a family and wife and kids. And if you've impregnated someone's kid, you must go and shaula and stuff like that. He knows. But he doesn't have like a, okay, you know what? I'm going to go work. And then I'm going to save up. And then I'm going to come in shaula. And then I'm going to come next year in April to shaula the first one. Then next year. He doesn't have a plan like that at all. Like, Sia and Snes is the same WhatsApp group. They are the same. I wanted those two. They're together. Then his phone kept ringing. Snes picks up the phone and says, hey, talks to an aunt. We don't know, is it really an aunt or is it side chick? Because Snes said that they broke up, but now they're answering each other's phone. And hey, but Snes and Sia are so. They're together. They're not confused about what they're doing. But so, right? Snes and Sia are together. The other thing that I thought about when watching this, when watching Mselegu's interaction with Sia, is like, Mselegu, do you remember that last season Snes was asking that her surname be changed, and that whatever that was not completed on for her by Mselegu needs to be completed. And Mselegu was saying no, he's not going to do that because Snes' mom's family offended Mselegu's grandmother. Do you guys remember that situation? So what I don't understand is how can he even begin to be having this conversation with Sia if those things are unresolved? And if they are resolved, why didn't we get an update? I get you, they told us that Sne has such and such an issue, Klaula and what. So they must come and update us to say, hey, it's resolved, right? Because as far as we know, it's not resolved. And if it's not resolved, my guys, when this guy Klaulas, who's he gonna Klaula to? To Mselegu? He can't Klaula to Mselegu because Mselegu himself hasn't Klaulad for Sne. So Sne still belongs to that other family. You understand what I'm saying? The fact that the kids, that Sne's kids are living in Mselegu's house in itself is a problem. The fact that Sne is living sometimes in Mselegu's house in itself is a problem if the correct rituals have not been done for Sne. Which brings me back to this point of why Mselegu doesn't want to do IVF when he does not complete certain cultural practices, but now he doesn't want to do this one because it's not traditional and cultural. Why? Why sometimes yes, sometimes no? If straight, you can't not be straight. Like Brenda Fassie said, intaba yami straight, I funny ruler, but leya Mselegu ifuni ruler. Ifuni ruler, guys. Because I don't understand. How can some of the things are acceptable for you to delay, some of the things are not acceptable? It can't be. Alright. And then Musa and Makhumalo have dindins. So Makhumalo's relationship with her daughter, her adoptive daughter, is a beautiful relationship. They seem to be very friends. Friends. I wonder when, I can't remember the child's name, like I need to write it down. I keep forgetting her name. Whenever they are interacting, you can see that it's a very friendly, chummy type of vibe. I wonder how she disciplines her. I wonder if she disciplines her and how she disciplines her. Because you can't be living in a house with a teenager and not discipline her. My sense is kind of that, you know, she kind of gives her leeway to do whatever. Really, that's how I feel. That she lets her get away with whatever and she buys her clothes and they have a lot of fun. But when it comes to, you know, discipline, that it's not really enforced by her. And I can understand why. Because if she shouts at her, there's always going to be that thing, oh, you don't love her because she's not a child that you gave birth to. You know what I mean? Like, relationships with stepmothers are always difficult because of that. It's like, no, you don't like me just because I don't want to how. That's why you're speaking to me that way. You're making me wash the dishes all the time because I don't want to how. You know, stuff like that. So I think that she does try her best to make sure that, you know, the child doesn't feel like she's being ill-treated. So the child was being their waitress there, helping cook, and it was a nice thing. It was very nice. And Makhumalo said that she was doing this dinner from Mselegu. It was very romantic, candlelights. It was beautiful, and she looked beautiful as usual. She's always very stunning. And she was saying that she's doing this to thank Mselegu for allowing her to do some construction project that she was busy with. And she's saying that sometimes, you know, in a relationship, you need to make your man feel appreciated and blah, 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 blah. Oh. So, my sense is that, okay, I'm married now. And I know that when my relationship is not like, you know, like where I want it to be, when there's like a I will try to make it nice at home. Like, I'll make dinner, I'll rub his feet. Okay, not now. I used to do that. I used to you do everything that you can do physically to make things zibe mnandi. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's an underlying issue that you're scared to talk about or scared to resolve. You want to make things superficially seem beautiful and perfect and stuff. Until you know deep down in your knower you know, ukuthi, no, this thing is a serious thing and it's bothering me, but then you look over it and you don't address it and it doesn't get fixed until there's a blow up, and then after the blow up people say how they're feeling and whatever, and then it gets resolved. So this dinner situation reminded me of that, and I know like we're all individual. That may not be necessarily what she is doing. I'm just saying, in my situation, in my life, when I've done those things, like gone over the top to that extent, even just to say thank you for something that he may have done, it's been because I'm trying to create, number one, an impression that everything is beautiful, everything is dandy, see romantic, see right, see bright. Number two, I'm trying to cover up whatever is actually the burning issue that's hurting me and that we need to discuss. So that's the sense that I got from this dinner. And it's a very dangerous thing. And it's a very precarious, yes, precarious. Give a chucky. That time I didn't like sure what precarious means. But anyway, it's a very precarious position and difficult situation because you want your marriage to succeed, but there's this big issue and you don't know how to raise it and you don't know how to resolve it. So that's what I got from that. I think Thobile and Makhumalo are very similar in that they are very ride or die for their men, and they love their men and they go all out for their men. And some of the things buyers going and just keep quiet and keep it here, for the sake of a happy home and a happy marriage. But then over time they'll hoist schemes here and there to say, you know, to bring light to the thing that they're not happy about, but they will never let their men know the magnitude to which they're unhappy. Whereas Mayeni and Mangwabe are also similar in that when they are not happy, they will show you the extent to which they are not happy. They will show you the extent to which they are not abazi and dizzy. They will show you the extent to which they are not participating. Okay, and you will know, you will not be confused where Mangwabe and Mayeni stand. The difference is Mayeni also is very vocal about it. Mangwabe will tell you in the bedroom, and then she'll act, and then she'll make sure you're the only one who can see that she's acting. But yeah, that's my sense. Mayeni, Mangwabe, same type of personality. Makhumalo and Makhumalo, same type of personality. So that's very interesting to watch just from a human behavioral perspective, how similar his wives are. Even this guy keeps marrying the same type of people. I wonder why. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's really all that happened in this episode. It wasn't super wow. Wasn't much to write home about, except for the issues that I did raise. Oh, I forgot. So in the testimonials, Makhumalo gives Musa a gift. I think it was perfume. And she says, and he's like, no, you know, I don't do gifts. I don't do gifts. I think you can be gracious, Musa. Okay, fine, you don't do gifts, but you don't have to poke your wife in front of everyone. You can just say, thank you, baby, and then when you're off camera, say, yes, I don't do gifts, my love. You don't have to shambalas her. We are watching here. It was very unnecessary and extra. And okay, Sibonile Musa, it was not necessary. It was not necessary. You need to rest. First of all, you need to rest. Resta. So, Thobile gave him cologne again to say thank you. You see what I mean? Like, she tries so hard. Like, it's an overkill. Thank you, engapeli. Like, what are you trying to? You understand what I'm saying? That's the sense that I got. And I know, like, with my reviews, it's almost like I really don't like her. It's not that, my guys. Yes, it's not that I don't like her. It's just, I don't know if it's because she's young. I just feel like she's not 100% genuine. And she's trying that they must live in peace, that they must live nice, but she's gonna hurt herself if she keeps going like this, because she's not presenting the authentic, genuine self. She's presenting, it's like, you know what, she's trying to be Matele, but she'll never be Matele. Not that she's trying to actively be Matele, but the role that she's trying to play is the role that is already occupied by Matele. And izomhlula. It's going to be heavy for her. It's going to be heavy for her because Musa doesn't see her in the same light that he sees Matele. That's my thing with her. I wish that she would just be her authentic, beautiful self. She's a beautiful, capable, stunning woman, and I wish that she would explore that a lot more, be the best type of wife she can be, without trying to use her actions to manipulate her husband into seeing her in a different way. Or if it's not about him seeing her in a different way and it's about the kids, then just make it about that. Don't try to manipulate him to see your side, right? Because don't try to manipulate him to see your side. Just be you, who you are, and whatever he decides to do, he'll do. And when you're tired of him and he's not doing the things you require in the marriage, Miguel, go. But don't try to manipulate him. That's my sense that makes me uncomfortable about her. But I love her. I do. I love her. But hey, okay, that's it for today's episode, Bumalavo. Yeah, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, leave your comments down in the comment section below. I love to hear from you. Please let me know what other shows or types of shows you want me to review. I've been thinking about trying to review the Izango Mazodumo, but yay, that's a really touchy one, hey? It's a really, really touchy topic. So I might just do a review on it and just see what you guys say to comment on it. But let me know what you guys think, and if there are any other shows that you want me to review for you. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Bomalavo. Bye.